Hello, and welcome to Assistance on the Odor Models 2 assignment and generally speaking, how to function in Google Drawings. For the sake of this assignment, I would set myself up like this with a little bit of a split screen action because whatever I create in my odor molecule model thing has to mirror what we know about gases. So I'm using this side of the document to inform what I draw. How I draw those things will be informed by this side of the document. So I know straight away that I need to start off with a container so that I can show that gases have no definite volume, they take the shape of their containers, and also that gases can be added to and removed from a container. This was some advice given by some of our BAM fam members. I'm going to start by finding my container. I'm going to expand this so I can show you how to do this so that you know for any time you are using Google Draw. I'm going to start by erasing these directions because I don't need them. They're gone. I'm going to keep these molecules because they're going to be helpful to me. So to get my container, I'm going to insert an image, searching the web. Very important when you're trying to search an image. It's easiest to find it on the web. I'm going to put room because y'all know that I got stinky cats and that's what I'm making my model after. I'm going to find a room that I like. I'm going to click this image. I look on the bottom. It says it's selected. When I click insert, the image goes over to my workspace. Because it's going to be essentially a background image, I'm going to make it as big as my workspace. But when I do that, you'll notice that this image blocks all of the particles because it is the most recently added image and I don't want that. I want it to be behind everything. So I can bring up this menu by using my two fingers to tap my trackpad one time or right clicking if you're on any other device besides the Chromebook. Brings up this menu. What I need to do is highlight order. I'm going to come over to here, and because this is the thing I want behind all other things, I'm going to click send to back. Now that image is behind everything else and I can begin my work. I know I need a source for my odor, so I'm going to go on a hunt again for another image. This time I need a litter box. If you ever are searching for something and you find an image but it has a lot of background in it and you just want one graphic without the background, what do I mean by background? I mean, for example, if I add this to my project, you'll see that it's not really just a cat. It has this whole background to it. That doesn't really do me any good. I just need a graphic that has no background. So if I type PNG, these will bring up files that might be useful to me because they will have a clear background. So I'm just scrolling around, seeing what I could find. My options for dirty litter box are limited, probably because nobody wants to see something like that. I'm going to choose this. I'm going to insert it. Voila. Now, obviously, I don't need all the pieces of this image, but what I like about it is that this isn't on a white background. These things are clear in the background. So to get rid of the things that I don't need, I'm going to double click with one finger. It brings up this black box that has these corners, and it also brings up that blue box that we're already familiar with. I'm going to use the black box. I'm going to make my arrow a diagonal. I'm going to drag the corner into as far as I need to. I'm going to shrink this down because I'm cropping. So once I have that black border around the object I need and I don't have anything else in it, I'm going to hit return or enter on my keyboard, and that makes everything else go away. Now I have my litter box. I'm going to move this green guy. I'm going to put the litter box on the floor. Seems like a good space. Now I got to fill this container with particles because as we know, particles take the shape of their container. So my container is a room. It's very big. So I got to make a lot more of these particles. How am I going to do that? I'm going to do the same thing just about 1,000,000 times. I'm going to go click what you need first. So I'm going to do this water one. Edit, copy, edit, paste. Look, now I have two. Now that I've copied water to my board, watch what I can do. I can go edit, paste, edit, paste. Look at all the water particles I'm getting. Heck yeah, so many. Now I can spread them around my room because these particles have to take up the whole space. There's a lot of them. They are spread out. Obviously, I need some oxygen, so I'm going to go edit, copy oxygen, edit, paste, edit, paste, edit, paste. So many. And maybe, you know what? I don't need all these waters. Click, delete some waters, delete some waters. Spread out some oxygen. Let's go, let's go. Take up all that space. Take it up. Maybe mix it up a little bit. We don't need all the waters hanging out at the top. Move that over. There we go. And then I need some carbon dioxide. So I'm going to go edit, copy carbon dioxide, edit, paste, edit, paste, edit, paste. That's nice. Put those all over the room. Those. All right. And some nitrogen. Edit, copy, edit, paste, edit, paste, edit, paste. Put those all over the room. Maybe I can spin one a little bit. If you want to rotate something to its side, that's that top blue right there. I'm going to rotate this one. Rotate this one. Air kind of looks like that. Very nice. Now, where's my odor coming from? It's coming from the litter box. So I'm going to do a little bit of a gathering of these odor molecules over towards the litter box. Oh no, now you'll notice that my odor molecule goes behind the litter box graphic, and that really doesn't work for me. And then I get all tripped up because the litter and the odor molecules are not in the order that I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that click with 2 fingers again. I'm going to choose to bring this odor molecule to the front because those things are most important. All right, now see that's in front of my litter box. Now I just need a bunch of those. So I'm going to go edit, copy, edit, paste, edit, paste, edit, paste, edit, paste, edit, paste, edit, paste. Now I got a bunch. And the odor I know starts from the litter box. So I'm going to have it spread out from the litter box and take up space in my room. Now, when I'm looking back at my requirements, of course, I want to make sure that I'm structuring something that can be used as an exemplar for how gas behaves. So when I go back here, I can look at this and go, all right, I have gas is matter, and matter is made up of all types of tiny invisible particles. I want to make sure in that, what do I have over here? Use different colored dots to make different types of particles. I already have those all labeled for you, so you don't even need to worry about that. But the big part here is, make a key at the bottom of the drawing. The only key that I need, because all of these are labeled, is I gotta let my viewer know that I'm using these green circles to denote odor. When I wanna make a key, I want to click my mouse off the screen so that I don't have any blue outlines of anything. If I leave something clicked like that, it gets a little complicated. I'm going to go Insert, Shape. And you can pick any shape you want. If you want to make a rounded edge situation, you can do that. I'm going to pick your standard square. You get this plus sign. You need to click your mouse and hold the button down, and then use your finger to drag the corner of the shape to as big as you'd like it to be. Then when you let go of the mouse with your whole hand, you'll notice that it leaves a shape behind. If you don't like that color, go up to the top, get that paint can, pour another color in there. I'm going to go clean white right here. Now, what do I want to do? I want to type. I'm going to do Insert. I'm going to go text box. I have the same plus sign. I want to put my text box inside of my shape so that I can really show the viewer what's going on. Same thing, click, drag, expand, release. Now you've got a cursor flashing indicating that you can type. I'm going to write the word key because that's the word we use to denote that something is going to be helpful. I can format it up at the top with all of our text formats, just like Google Docs. So maybe I want to put key in the middle, go back, hit the space bar, but I want everything else to be aligned with the left side. Now I'm going to put odor molecule equals, maybe I don't want that bold. I'm going to click, drag, and highlight. Click the bold off. Now I'm going to pick one of these molecules and I'll do edit, copy, edit, paste. Pull that into my key. Now, if I showed this map to a total stranger on the street, they would look at it and go, oh, I see that this person has air molecules floating around, nitrogen, water, carbon dioxide, yada, yada, yada. And then these green dots, oh, those mean odor. When I check my list again, I can see that there's still some other features that I haven't indicated. One of them being that gas molecules and all others are in constant motion. Because all of my molecules are inherently in motion, maybe I don't even need to draw something to indicate it. Maybe I can put that information in the key. I'm going to revisit my key. I have my people knowing that this odor molecule is represented by a green dot. I'm going to shrink that so it's a little less in the way. And then I'm going to go note that all molecules are in motion. Guess what? You've just told your viewer that all these molecules are in motion. You don't need to do any more than that. Sometimes the solution is just that easy. When I go back to my other document, I see that I've kind of already met this one because I've spaced out my molecules within my container. Maybe I can do something with this because I have a window, so I could get really creative and say, ooh, you know what? These molecules are nice and big in my space, but I want to indicate to the viewer that there are also molecules outside. So let's say I move some of these away from the window and I shrink a couple of these other molecules and try to make them look like they're outside. Now, this is some bootleg editing, as you know, but if I shrink them, it'll look like they're further away and give the illusion that they are outside of their container, which we know is a property of gas. They can exit their container. So I'm just going to put a couple of those out the window. And there you go. Just pretend like those are outside. Very nice. Spread these all back around. Obviously, I want to make my odor molecules expand more into this space, but that can be done at a later time. My big concern is how I am going to show this. I might just copy this whole presentation and make another one, and then make one for a high pressure, high heat situation and one for a low pressure, low heat situation. That is up to you. I'm going to leave that part up to you because that's one of the pieces that I want to not give away so that you still have some thinking left to do. But in terms of editing and learning how to use Google Draw, I hope that this assignment not only teaches you something about the structure of air and how it's made up of individual molecules and your odor exists within that space, but also that the next time you are asked to use Google Draw in any class outside of this one or within this one, you now know a little more about how to use these features, especially a feature like this with the single tap with the two fingers and how to order your images so that they all show where you want them to show. As always, if you have any questions, text me or email me. I want you to be successful on this Google interface. Love you.